Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Good day to everyone. Second part of the week is in front of us, and I'm coming with a smile in a way. Even though I didn't participate in anything yet, I was watching Nasdaq shorts, I was watching shorts on GBP USD and all that good stuff, but I didn't participate anywhere just yet. Even though finally the markets are moving, finally they're giving us opportunities just like I want them to give in a way, just like I'm expecting them to give, but not able to participate yet. So fun stuff here. I talked yesterday a lot about how I want to see the markets opening up today after PPI release and all that good stuff. It did. I didn't push a button, just yet though. So maybe before the opening range starts in 15 minutes, whatever it is, let's jump through main charts real quick. So maybe I'll do 4 hour, and we've been tracking gold lately a lot, right? Gold, after taking that liquidity and jumping into all-time highs, didn't move much. I kind of said, if you're in gold, get out of this because nothing good will happen anymore. So we're looking at it, and I just need more structure here, and then we're gonna start making decisions whether we're gonna look for breakers, inverted fair value gaps, or anything like that. But so far, we're just staying in the range right here, and I'm not interested in participating in that at all. Bitcoin though. We were tracking Bitcoin a lot lately. 4 hour inversion happened that pushed us to the all-time highs very nicely. Few entries actually offered here on Friday and on the weekend again. I like the fact that it's trending though, meaning that I'm gonna be expecting for shorts to come into play. Every time there's a intermediate term high broken, I'm just gonna watch the chart go into lower time frame price action to see if there's anything I can participate in. Here we go. And going into what we all gathered here for, right? So quickly, I'm expecting bullish prices on dollar. Actually, I very much hoped that dollar would punch through this volume imbalance and at 102.700s, but I think this is a long-term low created, and we're looking to start digging into the market maker buy model with the buy side resting above here. Up long term, right? This is what I'm looking for, and then this moving to the upside would kind of confirm a top, at least short-term top in indices. So it will be fun to make a judgment call over the upcoming weekend whether I'm actually gonna call it a top or not, right? But today, this 1 hour fair value gap brilliantly held the price into place. We had a break of structure right here, right? Let me just note it so everybody would see. Break of structure here, retraced into the fair value gap, buy side from yesterday sides above, equal highs. So it's a very nice push to the upside. I don't have much more to say about this. I was expecting this buy stops in the morning to be taken and retraced into here. We talked with Domas, I think, a lot about it. And while the price was trading in this 1 hour fair value gap, we were talking a lot about going short. And I'll show you where I was aiming at on GU and Nasdaq, but unfortunately didn't participate. So So I'm just gonna look for continuation here. Maybe it will retrace into this 5-minute fair value gap right here, because we have a swing low, a high, lower low, higher high, right? So we have a breaker block right here. This retracement into it is very, very possible. That would allow the market to punch up a little bit more in a healthy way, right? So at the same time, Euro USD didn't offer an entry. I wasn't really interested in that. I was looking at GBP USD a lot more, but yesterday as a high of the week is totally understandable. And I don't know, let me check if I'm gonna be able to put it on the screen, but I even told the guys to study one of the weekly profiles that ICT is always talking about. So let me check if I yeah, you see my mother. This is all good. So we even talked about it in Discord in terms of Wednesday being a high of the week in a weekly profile, where Monday and Tuesday creates an intermediary low, Wednesday creates a weekly high, and then we look for breakout structure throughout Wednesday afternoon and Thursday morning. So I'm expecting this to be treated as a breaker today and tomorrow, right? And I'm gonna show you exactly that on majority of the charts that we have. So just like, for example, Monday trading, Tuesday trading creates an intermediary low, weekly high on Wednesday. I'm expecting the market to start pushing through it. Inverted 1 hour in fair value gap, sell side resting below. So it all aligns with what we were just looking at on dollar index. And GBP USD was something that I was a little bit more interested in. Very unfortunately, buy side was not taken. So if this buy side resting above would have been taken away from the market, I would be in shorts still. But I didn't go in because buy stops are still resting above, and I was just worried about them in a way. So we took yesterday's high, and I was kind of looking at a possible 5-minute inversion right here. So I didn't trust the fact that we're getting a YouTube 2022 offered. Let me show you. So we had a buy side resting above, buy side taken here. This still in place, but let's imagine it's not there, right? But we had very simply a YouTube 2022 panning out in terms of structure shift here, fair value gap. We get an entry. Entry is with a very nice risk to reward. Stop goes above fair value gap. You can do 5 pips if it makes your life a little bit easier. And take profit below Asian lows, today's lows basically. What is it? 5 to 7? 5.7 risk to reward, 1 to 5.7. That's good. That's something you can work with. I was looking for this for a while. I'll watch this panning out. Didn't take the entry. I was waiting for that inversion to pan out. Didn't get that, but yeah. But I'm gonna leave forex aside, because what did we gather here for? We gathered here for indices. So guys, let me know how are you today. Let me know how everybody's doing till I take a sip of water, and then we're gonna dig into, because the markets are opening up in 5 minutes. Okay. So hello everybody one more time. I'm just looking at the other screens if I'm not missing anything, but I'm not. So very honestly with you guys, I'm not interested in ES that much, because if you just take a look at ES, right, at the S&P 500, I would say that we're just going for all-time highs. If I would just look at this without knowing what is happening with dollar index, without knowing what is happening with other markets, right? So I'm gonna kind of pretend that I'm not interested in this, because price action here is a little bit nasty also. Like, I don't know. Nothing to my huge liking. Yeah, breaker block is holding the price in here, which is incredible actually, but which is great. So bearish confirmations are here, but I don't know. We have a new day opening gap here, so I'm gonna watch it 1 hour for value gap, but my interest today goes for Nasdaq because I'm loving this so far. We're at 2.5% this week, something like that. Don't even remember. But basically, guys, for those who are just coming in, we're trading a Apex Traders Funding challenge account. Where we started it on 1st of March, looking to get 6% done by the end of this month. We're at 2.5 right now, taking it very slowly, trading the models that I promised you guys to trade. So very simply right now is right now what I'm looking at on Nasdaq is very simple. Breaker block holding the price in yesterday, that's lovely. Market breaking the structure, inverting this 1 hour for value gap. Is this a short-term top? I can't answer yet. Because we have a fair value gap resting above here. At the same time, we have a fair value gap that didn't hold in the price. Yeah. So I'm just noting this inversion, and I'm just gonna leave it be, right? But what I'm loving is that look how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sell-side liquidity pools we have still in place. Yeah, one internal liquidity pool was taken that pushed up the market to the upside, but this won't hold in. I think this is the first indication that we're breaking the structure to the downside. Breaker block holding the price in as well. This 1 hour for value gap not getting filled. Everything to my liking in terms of a possible short for today, right? So keeping that in mind, let's dig deeper. And what is that? We don't need this. 2 minutes till markets are opening up. Interestingly enough, we have a 15 minutes fair value gap here. I'm noting that. And also is trend line broken. 15 minutes fair value gap opening the markets to the downside right away. This is brilliant, but I'm gonna now note this buy side liquidity pool resting above. 5 minutes. We're gonna talk about this in a bit, okay, if you don't mind, guys. Actually, let's do it now. Just make our lives easier. I was kind of talking a lot today that I want that inversion to hold in the price, this one. And I was looking at a trendline phantom here, which was kind of broken with a few fair value gaps here, and I was looking to enter a short. I know a few of you guys did. Very rough price here, but basically trend lines like that never hold the price in place, and this one didn't either. So I'm literally expecting to look at the very similar opportunity in terms of 1 hour chart, and opportunity to go short, just like we got it offered on 1 minute chart. Opportunity to go short on Nasdaq today. So if you guys have questions on why my bias is bearish, let me know. I'll be more than happy to dig into it to explain you a little bit more. But now let's see what we're getting offered with the opening range itself, right? Noting this very clean fair value gap, so because I'm interested to see if the market reacts here, if it shows its hand or not. But full port long Lego, holy fuck, what is that? Full port long Lego. I don't know, man. Let's go. Right, but so far fair value gap holding in the price, but I just want to evaluate a little bit because we have buy stops taken here, right? Push to the upside, 1 minute fair value gap holding in the price. This is a new day opening gap we're working with. So there's a lot of PD arrays here in one place. And I'd love to see, here we go, push to the downside. So why I'm saying that I would love to see how we react here is because not only do we have buy stops taken, we react into this 1 minute fair value gap. And this is a very clean swing low that would offer a YouTube 2022 entry. Outside resting below, right? I don't like this risk to reward at all, but maybe something for us to evaluate, right? We'll see. But I'm getting a feeling that today is gonna be a very like speedy and quick day, so if you guys don't see the clean draws and liquidity, just not that I'm gonna say be careful, but try to manage the risk, right? Because I think we're gonna get a lot of speed today offered. Oh. Yeah, I'm interested in the sell side resting below, so which is previous day lows. Do we get this delivered? Like it's not a trade setup for me, but YouTube 2022 panning out. Buy side resting up, buy side taken. Sorry, not resting above, but buy side taken, and buy side resting below. So let's see how this pans out. Let's see if there's gonna be anything afterwards to work with. I'd love to see a move like this panning out after 10 a.m. This panning out during the opening range is like, do I really want to participate or not? You know? But I'd much rather see this panning out during silver bullet hour itself. So, no SMT just yet. On the edge though, we have a double top here. Definitely note that. Happy I didn't participate in this. I don't like it though. Like this push to the upside is very unnecessary. If we feel like the market should continue lower. But very honestly, I'm just waiting it out. I'm just waiting it out if I can get a read on this. And yeah. Yesterday, we actually created a very nice dealing range that we could work with, right? So it was a fun session in terms of, I think we took 3 entries in total. Yeah, 3 of them. I worked with Nasdaq the whole day. There was an inversion setup right here, which was very nasty. Like holding through this to attack this buy side resting above was very, very difficult. But then we got an inversion setup offered right here. So, and finally, then the turtle soup was offered. I was on my bicycle going home already. Not bicycle, my motorcycle. But yeah, turtle soup was offered. That was an incredibly nice trade. But let's see. Is this an inversion? Yes, it is an inversion, but I'm not interested in this at all, at least just yet. So, but let me start prepping the chart a little bit. So, I just introduced you guys to the 10 o'clock, not 10 o'clock, hourly macro, right? So let me continuously note that. You'll see how beautifully the price considers it, if I can use that word. I have buy side resting above here. Yes, I do. Not above here because those stops are taken already, but these bad boys, 100%. But I'm not marking it as a target for myself because I'm not interested in the price going higher. So. But I don't know if you guys were with me when we looked at the dollar index itself. But I'm expecting the it went through already. So this is what we're getting the consolidation from in a way on indices, and they're kind of moving in tandem now as well, which is expected. But because dollar index just took out those buy stops resting above, so it will slow down the markets now a little bit. But just keep in mind that the dollar took buy side resting above. Keep a note on that and just try to understand what is happening here in front of us now. Buy side taken though, so this was the news release, right? But where are the gaps itself? So we're trading above it, and on the we're above it as well. Okay. Internal liquidity taken, right? This is not my interest, so we can still go up here. Oh, we did. That's cool. So for me, that would be enough in a way. The range expanded as well, which is very good. Something we can work with. But yeah. So let's see. This didn't hold in the price. Pushed through, inverted. I'm gonna note this. This is the first fair value gap of the range itself, right? And then we have this possible. Do we call this an SMT? We do. Do we call this an inversion offered for us? I don't. I'd still have the market to give its hand a little bit more. So Why I'm saying that this is a possible inversion, because look what kind of buy stops were taken here. And look at the same levels on ES, which are not aligning at all. See? So if you guys went in already for a buy, this is great. You don't want it going in here. As soon as we start closing above the deal in range high, you could even move your stop loss below this low. Yeah. If you're holding a long, but I'm still waiting this out. I can give both sides of the market in terms of like what I'm looking at and what I see in a way to be attacked. Both sides of the market to be attacked, but let's see. Sell side taken, 1 hour fair value gap being respected, opening range still in consolidation, all-time highs. What do we have here? Sell stops taken. Okay, so this makes it a little bit difficult to trust this 15-minute fair value gap, right? Because this is broken. So we have a trend line phantom going on here, which was broken to the downside. It is supposed to offer a short now, which is very, very valid. I'm into that, but I'm not into the opening range pushing to the upside. I don't see any necessity for that. Value gap. Let me get a little bit nicer. Inverted for value gap here, right? Oh, what a nasty color. Where did I get that from? Save as. Here we go. A lot better. So this makes it funny, and I'm happy I'm not in it. Look at the range, right? Premium discount. This inversion is right at the equilibrium of the range. So it's like, do you enter a buy here? No, you don't. Do you enter a short from this inversion? You don't. You're just waiting it out. At least, okay, you can do whatever you want to, right? But at least I'm still waiting it out. I'll wait for the macro to start here at 10 minutes to 10. Usually makes my job a lot easier in terms of reading the price. And not guessing in terms of what will happen, but actually knowing it and just participating in it with a very clean bias. Interesting, right? So we had equal highs here, which is lovely that we took it. I wasn't expecting this push to the upside, but I can appreciate it because it just closes in this 15 minutes for value gap, which is not a problem. I think I'll just get rid of this, or do I? Let's just keep it here. But we're just literally in the range of 2 per value gaps right now. Can you make something work out of that? Probably can't. Can't, I don't know. I can't, because I'm not in the trade. Would be in the trade if I could. Yeah. Take a look at 5 minutes. Nothing interested. 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, and the price rolling lower like it is. It's a bit. I don't know. I'm not too happy with it. This is getting inverted as well. Well, it's not that. I'm not too happy with what I see right now. Why? Because I'd love to participate in the move lower that I wanted to see initially today, but I'm not being offered that. So the markets are getting insane, both going lower. That's cool. There's a no entry here again. Oh, I'll take this off. So we had an SMT, right? Or otherwise, let's just remember that we have an SMT. I won't draw it out. So not to get the chart too cluttered, but we had an SMT. We had an inversion offered. Short, yes. Is it for me? No. 1 to 5. That's amazing, though. That's cool. This is very good. So previous day lows getting attacked right now, and so what do we have resting below here? A daily fair value gap. Holy shit. Okay, this will be interesting. And what do we have on the NQ resting below? We don't have much, right? You remember, guys, right before the opening range started, I said that there might be a lot of speed today and I might not be able to participate because of that. Feels like we're getting that. You can just continue popping lower with ease, actually. Very much possible that I won't even be able to enter anything today. It will be probably one of the first days without a trade. Because last week I didn't trade because of NFP and all that. And all the news drivers in the market, but it was a choice in a way. Today we're not making a choice not to trade, we're just not being presented with a possibility to do so, right? Big difference. Very lovely push to the downside here. Yes, though nasty. I'm not interested in this that much, but 15 minutes. This 15 minutes for Valga holding in, lovely. This is beautiful. 100 handles range. 5 minutes. In 1 minute. Too bad. Too bad. I wanted to see this move happening not during the opening, so I could easily participate in it, but we didn't get that offered, unfortunately. Do we continue even lower? That would be lovely. How low? God knows, but in a way, this is the weekly objective. 18,070. We talked about it on Sunday. Do we get the same objective done on ES? I wouldn't be so sure on Nasdaq. I'm quite certain that either today or tomorrow we're gonna get there. 18174 though. This is the news of CPI, which is cool. But too bad. No entries for us, at least just yet. This is a possible turtle soup entry though. Probably a lot of people went in short here as it's turtle soup short. This is an old new day opening gap, so we might find some short-term support here. But I'm just gonna wait for the market to continue even lower. Macro is starting though, so it might give us a little bit of structure. But like participating now, we would be so fucking late. Like we would be very late to the party. $150 handles or so now. Lovely stuff. So for example, this inversion, if that sell side would not have been taken here, and if the market would have retraced into it and then would start going lower, I would have entered here. But since that sell side was taken, I can't do it. But this is I'm kind of contradicting myself in my own mind, because I've been calling for lower prices since Sunday, right? I've been looking to enter shorts every single day this week. I went long and long and long and again long, right? 3 times actually this week already out of 3. I was finally able to say to myself that yes, I'm gonna go short today, but not getting that offered. So yeah, it is what it is. Hmm, 5 minutes. I'm just trying to understand if it's even worth what to say, being here. Yeah, it's worth being here in terms of talking to you guys and go over price action live. I'm loving that part, but is it worth thinking about the trade? Very honestly, I would just probably won't participate today. So because we're way too deep into discount right now for any valid positions to be taken in terms of going lower, in terms of going short. Yeah. We might get like a 5 or 20 handles long just for a retracement, but that would be totally against the daily bias that we have. So it's a bit dangerous in a way. But sorry about this. Right now I just want to see more structure. I want to see more in terms of what the market wants to do, we're still 5 minutes to 10. So yeah. Hmm. This is an awesome trade though, guys. Like, this is what we strive for in a way, but I didn't participate in it because literally I'm not trading these how to say models for the funded challenge itself, so I can't. But a read is very nice. SMT, buy stop stake in inversion, 200 handles. Lovely, lovely. So what do we have now? Sell side taken, swing high taken. There's a fair value gap here forming, right? It might not form, which is fine, but let's watch this. I would love it to see it form though. No, we didn't. Because I would be looking for a possible inversion entry to go short then after. But we're not getting it. Yeah, wanted to see this fair value gap open up to allow us to push lower. Didn't get that, which is fine. Because this is an old new day opening gap level, so that holding in the price would be quite understandable. Otherwise, what's good? I don't see anything else I can work with though. We need structure. You remember we talked about it, I think. Oof, not sure. Last week we talked about how you have to give the market to present itself in a way after a big move like this. So like even if a fair value gap would open up right now and we would see a U2 2022 in a way, right? I wouldn't enter it either because I want the market to slow down a little bit, relax, show its hand, show what it wants to do, you know? Because if you went short up there with a proper amount of contracts, let's say, you would still be holding on to it. Stop loss probably somewhere below this new week opening gap. 310 or something like that. Can't really judge because I'm not in a position, not in a trade. But yeah, so we're getting an SMT. I'm noting that. But we don't have any fair value gaps to work with just yet, right? So let's see if NQ pushes any higher from now. It didn't. Okay. Which is cool. So no SMT. No SMT, just continuously pushing lower, which is fine. Still outside resting below. I think we're getting to 18,070, which would be just awesome. Let me post it on Discord. Is this an entry? No, this isn't. Like, this is nothing that you can work with. This is just a fair value gap. That's it. Opening range though is massive. Like, we haven't seen anything like this for the last 4 months or so. This is cool. See, so move itself is here, right? Let's do a flouting. And then the initial, there's no retracement that I can measure. Holy fuck. So this lowest close and highest close. Fuck, this is a lot of standard deviations. Like, it should start probably understanding how many, that this is the 4th standard deviation right here. The market might not punch through 18070s. So interesting. I'm gonna stay in here, guys, for a little longer. Maybe we get a long setup. I don't have buy stops resting above because, like, I understand the market drawing lower, right? I'm not interested in higher prices, but I'm kind of interested in taking a position. So me being interested in position, the only possible thing that I can do now is to look for a retracement long entry. 5 handles, you know? So we don't have an SMT, so no long entry for us. No short. Ooh, I just said no short. Okay, so I won't get in here because I'm not interested in going short from such a deep discount. But we have a breaker block. So this is a breaker. Everything below it is bearish. Keep this in mind, right? I'm taking it off, but keep it in mind. You want to take a look at that nice dog picture, guys, huh? We're looking for a dog for my parents, actually. So, oh no. Do you guys want me to make this into a dog adoption stream? Help Ignas pick. Oh my god. Help Ignas pick a dog for his parents. This is cute. Hehe, this is funny. This is cute. Yeah, we're looking for a dog for my parents, so maybe we'll get one once we're back from the trip. So that's fun. So just as I wanted, right? The market is starting to show some structure, so we just have to wait it out now. Inversion here, not for me, but I'll just keep monitoring this. I would expect some consolidation until 11 now. That would be lovely, meaning that at 11 we could possibly go for a short to just get the rest of the move in. So this is a lovely move. Like if you look at it on 15 minutes, I think, right? Was it? Yeah, it was 15. Break of structure, fair value gap, right? Sell side resting below. This is awesome. It is probably going to retrace to this new week opening gap here. Just totally understandable. I'm just protecting my balance in a way. I don't want to take anything risky. We're growing the account on with good momentum, let's say. So yeah. So let's see. A little bit of structure now here, right? So buy side taken. We have an SMT with ES. Is this a possible short entry somewhere? Do we have an inversion? This is the most closest 1 minute for value, the closest 1 minute for value gap to get that offered. So this is a bit deep. Let's see. Continue watching. Full fill is reasonable here, but how did I learn reading the market, Tiger? You want a long story or a short story, man? Let me give you a short one, then if you want to hear it out, I can give you a long one. Short story. I'm a 2019 ICT mentorship alumni. So ICT is Michael Huddleston. He is, let's say, at least in my opinion, and basically it's his words against the world, but I trust him saying that. He's the creator of the smart money concepts. You're ready for anything this year, so I'll rant as long as we're watching the price. I'll rant. So I've been with him since 2019. Since 2019, I paid not that much money, but I paid monthly fees. I paid for the whole year to go through his mentorship, and basically Michael was feeding us with a lot of information in terms of how the markets run. And the main idea of him teaching about it is that markets are manipulated and markets are being controlled by an algorithm, right? So everything we've done, we learned about why supply resistance is not existent, why it doesn't work, why there's no demand and supply zones, why there's no single indicator that actually works. And we kind of went through the mentorship throughout the whole year in terms of looking at the market as a very big unit of failure, if I can say so. So we were looking at the market constantly in terms of three things, right? I'll go here. We were looking at the market in terms of time, price, liquidity. And then I will go open, close. Yeah, that's it. I'm just putting down notes. So Michael talks about the market or ICT as a three-dimensional thing that is being controlled by an algo, right? So we were always looking at certain time of the day, which I talk a lot in my Discord. I started also making videos about it, but there's a term that we use a lot as a kill zone. So there's certain things that we look in price during certain time periods throughout the day, right? So for example, this low of the day is not a random place to have it created. We expect 10 o'clock to create lows of the days, right? 10 to 11 actually, New York time. So we just got that, right? So we would talk a lot about what time of the day we are expecting, what kind of price delivery. And we would always look at the market in terms of two things, inefficiencies and liquidities, right? So we would always expect the market to hurt people that have entered it at the wrong time and at the wrong price, right? So just to give you some imagination, right? Imagine you just woke up 7 a.m. US time, yada yada, right? Market consolidates, starts pushing to the upside. A lot of people go long here as breakaway artists, right? So they wait for consolidation to be broken, and then when the consolidation is being brought back in, they go long, right? As a breakaway. Maybe they even use buy stops here. What we do, we look for conditions like that, and we go the other direction. You know, a lot of people saw the market going lower, making a turn, and they go long here. No, we took buy stops. We go lower afterwards. This is how we were taught to read the market, right? And yeah, so time, price, liquidity. We would talk a lot about inefficiencies in the market. So gaps in the price, fair value gaps, other PD arrays, right? But the main takeaway in terms of why I became good at reading price, trading and reading price are two very different things. So let me go over that as well. But why I got very good at reading the price, because Michael kind of explained us with everything in terms of how he understands the price being delivered, but he gave us a lot of choices in terms of what do we actually like and how we want to create our own models. So Michael actually offered us like 13 entry strategies by the end of the year, and there was like no opportunity in terms of just taking model number 2 because my favorite number is number 2, or I was born in 2022, whatever, right? There was no opportunity of just saying, okay, I'm gonna use model number 2, because you open up model number 2 and there's nothing in terms of what I'm supposed to do. The only stuff in the model number 2 is about the psychology, about what kind of decisions you like to make, whether you like holding a trade for 5 minutes or 5 hours, yada yada. And there were a lot of points like that given from Michael to create our own models. So what I've done in 2019, after I kind of finished the mentorship, I spent the whole 2020 gathering data about 4 models that I developed. So at that time it was 3. So I developed 3 models in terms of what Michael taught me in a year. And I literally spent 2022 and I have about 12,000 trades logged in an Excel sheet. So I literally remember I took Euro USD because I decided, okay, I want to trade Euro USD. I opened 2009, which was at that point 10 years ago, and I literally gone day by day by day by day, thinking, okay, my model is, for example, I'm looking for an SMT into an inversion, and then I go long, right? I literally gone through every single day on Euro USD looking for SMTs with GU into inversion setups, leading into inversion setups afterwards, and I logged every single position like that I would have entered. And then I had data in terms of, okay, this is something I can work with because 10 years of data showed me that I can trust this statistically. And if you're gonna spend some time with me, Tiger, I'd love to spend time with you in terms of us talking through the stream, or maybe you joining the Discord or whatever. You can send me a message anytime also. So I talk a lot about trusting the market in terms of delivery and knowing that it will deliver, right? So I have both of those convictions. I have a trust factor in terms of Michael explaining me and then the whole crew in mentorship on how this works actually. And I have a conviction in terms of knowing because I tested my modules, right? Have a lot of data on that and I know that it works, right? Yes, I go into losing streaks. Yes, I go into winning streaks again, but it just all goes into equilibrium by the end of the day. So, yeah, but this is more about how I learned to read the markets, right? Because reading the markets, I can teach you how to read the market in about 3 months. I think I have it written on my profile. I can make you a funded trade in 12 weeks. Yes, I can. I can teach you how to read the market in 12 weeks, but then the difficult part starts, which is not only understanding and finally knowing how to read the market, but actually trading it, right? Because trading is all about psychology. And psychology in terms of just simply not being stupid. Because what you do by the end of the day, you put down money that you're gonna risk to make money on top of it, right? So for example, if you have $1,000 and if you say to yourself, okay, I can risk 100 of it, you're literally playing with $100. And if you lose it, you lose it, right? If you win on top of it, you win, which is great. But I can't teach anybody in terms of, so what will happen to your psyche if you lose that $100? Will you press another button and lose another 100? Or will you go crazy? Or maybe you'll say, fuck it, I don't care, you know? So psychology and knowing how to trade are very, very long and very difficult topics. But the easy topic is reading the price and learning how to read the price, in my opinion, at least is easy. You just need dedication. You just need hard work. And you said, I'd love to join this, but I'm very new to trading. I understand. Please do though. Pass by. Maybe you'll find something insightful, or maybe you'll find something that you like. I struggle with teaching people from, let's say, from nothing in terms of telling them what is a contract or what is a candle and yada yada, right? But we can find a lot of resources for free very quickly. There's a small community building up in Discord as well that you can always ask questions, right? And then a lot of people in there will be just very happy to share their thoughts and let you know if they can be helpful as well. So in terms of learning the basics, it just requires a little bit of work. You can understand the basics of how to open an order or how to create an account in 2 hours and spent on Google, right? But then, very simply, one of the easiest models that ICT has developed himself It's YouTube 2022. He has a playlist on his channel. He calls the model itself YouTube 2022. He actually made that model for his daughter. He was persuading his daughter to start trading for a while, but she never did, and he kind of made a very, very stripped down and very, very easy model for her. So yeah, this is the model that I strive at as well. This is one of my main entry models as well, YouTube 2022. And once we start digging into it, I'll literally give 3 months and you'll know every single thing that I do as well. Then it will be your own job to implement it in a way. So yeah, hope this answers your question, not only on how I learned this, but where you can start as well. Yeah. So maybe quickly, for a glance at least, let's come back to the market. Dollar index pushing to the upside, weekly high taken as well. So this market maker buy model is getting confirmed. What is a market maker buy model? You might think, right? We're gonna learn about it. What I'm doing actually was, I don't know, if you would have time and you would go through every single one of my live streams that I'm live streaming for the last month and a half now, you would see that every single session I'm giving more and more and deeper insights into the market, and I'm trying to do exactly the same on Discord as well. So yeah, I just want everybody to know what I know, because I'm just happy to share. And ICT is very happy when alumni like me or Ryan or Tanya or anybody else shares about stuff like this. So yeah, it's also taken on EU, GU. Here we go, midnight open below us. I won't trade forex today, so but I'm just following up in terms of what we have. Sorry about this. There's nothing I can work with here, like, but let's just monitor the most obvious PD arrays, right? So we have a fair value gap here, and we have a fair value gap right here as well, right? So let's see what we get. So a high was created at 1015 high as well. So these swing highs align. So this will not be, if we break below, this will not be an inversion setup for me. Yeah, I'll definitely join. Sounds exciting. I'm excited to have you, Tiger. Lovely to have you. Say hi once you join. Say hi once you join. Yeah. So, what I would love to see happening now, right? Since I'm still interested in draw on liquidity lower. So we're coming closer to 11 o'clock, right? And we're coming to closer to the point where the macro will start running the price a little bit more, right? So I would love something like this to pan out. In terms of, in terms of this not being an inversion, but buy side being taken, swing low taken, which would allow us to have a short-term shift in market structure and a fair value gap for U2 2022 entry. Domas, I don't know if you're here, but maybe we'll get something offered for us finally. We'll see. But yeah. This is a nice swing low though. Ah, too bad. Always here though. That's I don't know. I'm just trying. So the Tiger, if you're here as well, something for your notes. Take notes already. I want to open a trade, and when I say I want to open a trade, that's not good already, right? Opening a trade should happen only when the model is present, meaning that you have your own model, you decide what you want to trade, you test it out, you believe in it, yada yada, and you execute when the model presents itself, right? Me drawing those break-off structures for value gaps, yada yada, is something that I'm interested in to see, but I'm interested to see that not because I hope that market will deliver that, but I'm interested to see that because I want to place an order. Because I've been looking at the charts for the last almost 8 hours now. It's 9:30 p.m. I got to the office at about 1:15 today. So you can count. 8 hours without a single position. So I'm tired, that's one thing. But second thing is I'm a little bit pissed as well. Oh yeah. It's cool though, but I'm just saying out loud, I'm just catching myself in a way that I shouldn't be trading, you know, because one thing, I'm tired. Second thing is I'm looking for a position just to enter it, just to get that serotonin going in a way, you know? I'm just scrolling Twitter right now, seeing what's good. So, buy side taken, right? We're happy about that. Let's see what we get now. We're having an SMT as well. So let's see if ES pushes any higher here. Five-minute breaker block. You remember we talked about it? Low, higher, high, lower, low, right? So let's see how we react into this fair value gap now. This is kind of the last line of defense for shorts. So if you were holding on to the short, hoping for 18174, 18171 to be hit, this was your last line of defense in a way. And that makes it interesting now. Because I have no fucking idea what is happening. Sorry for my French, but I literally don't. And the S is a lot weaker than in Q itself. Interesting once more. No SMTs here. Mm. Let's continue monitoring. Let's continue watching. So maybe we'll get something offered because this is creating a little bit of structure now, right? You can't participate in that, right? You wait it out. You don't trade the initial fair value gaps because it's a little bit dangerous because you're still not sure. Turns on the stream, no idea what's happening. What do you want to hear, man? We're trading a Apex Futures Funded Challenge account. I started this account on March 1st. The goal is to get 6% done. So that's what's happening. We're waiting for a setup in terms of what we know about the market and about the price. And we're trying to get the account to 6% to get the funded account done. So far 2.5 done in what, half a month? So if you think about time, I'm a little bit behind, but it's manageable. Having no idea what's happening twice. Oh, this is good. No, man. I'm just having fun in a way. That's first, if I can say so, without discouraging anybody following me. I'm just having fun because I'm a trader for the last 4 years and I'm doing it now not only behind a lot of monitors on my own, I'm doing it in front of you guys, which is a lot of fun. And having that in mind, I'm very happy to teach people as well. So we're running a small Discord community, mainly of Lithuanians, Elonas, Labas, if I can say probably right. You're probably Lithuanian as well. So yeah, a community of mainly Lithuanians on Discord, where we talk in a very similar language that is based on ICT trading concepts, right? And then those are the concepts that I know in terms of how the markets move, and I'm trying to teach those guys so they can get to financial freedom, if I can say so. How are you though? Where are you coming from? How did you even get to this stream? Like, because when people come in here and ask questions, then I understand that maybe they're trading or maybe they're watching price themselves, you know. You're the first person in a month and a half coming in and saying I have no idea what is happening. So tell me, how did you end up here then? We have an SMT now here. For those who understand what is happening, mark this for value gap. Because we have an SMT present. But still, look how every single bullish PD array is holding the price to the upside. You don't even know your own stuff. Oh my god, screwer. Holy. How am I supposed to know your names, huh? We only chat on Discord. Oh, this is fun, man. Hope you're good. Stop. That's funny. So, Alumni, take good care of Tiger. He just joined in today. Send him a bottle of wine, a nice cigar, whatever, but take good care of him. Once I see trend lines like this, I'm interested to see them getting broken. So let's see. Let's see if we get any inversions offered. Me having no idea what's happening. This is fun, guys. Holy. Do you want me to call you Alanas though? Because Allah is much better. But I actually, so listen, I promised not only you but a few others joining in to start prepping some material in terms of how to start from zero. For example, Tiger is looking to start from zero also, right? From not from zero, like from no knowledge in terms of what is happening here in front of you guys, right? The only thing that we probably understand is the language that I'm using in terms of talking English, but probably not half of the words are not familiar neither for you, right? But anyhow, I made a promise to start making a little bit of content for people looking to start their journey in trading, right? So they would understand the initial concepts of, oh, what is this chart? What is that E-mini Nasdaq futures June contract? Whatever, right? How do we even get to opening a trade and yada yada? So I'm slowly but surely, let's say, digging into that, because for me it's very hard because I haven't done it in a while. But what I've done, I asked the more experienced guys in Discord to help me out a little bit. A few of them gave me a few very good ideas on where to find information and stuff like that. So feel free to call me Ala. That's what I've been calling you. I didn't know you're Alanas. So sorry about that, Ala. Yeah. So Ala and Tiger, I'm working on a little bit of content on my end in terms of, so this is where we are supposed to start. This is how to start reading the market. This is how you can start understanding it and all that good stuff, right? And then in terms of taking that first step, everything after that is already prepped, because we're just gonna start digging into the content of Michael, content of ICT, content that I went through. I'm making analysis on that content myself on daily basis as well. I'm putting that all in the study channels on Discord. But yeah, the first initial stage is something I have to figure out, and I'm gonna try to do it as soon as I can, so you guys can start digging into this, you know, because this is cool. Like, we can very easily get to the point that where you're making, I don't know, getting funded will be the first step, but once you get funded, you can make $200 every single day. Once you come to the charts, 10 times a month, $2,000 without much effort. Very, very easy. I'm not putting a lot of effort. I'm 2.5K up in half a month now, and I'm literally not putting much effort. I'm very, very strictly following the set of rules that I want you to follow as well, if you're gonna learn from me. But yeah, Thomas, give them some material to start reading already. So, is this a possible inversion? Yes, it is, in a way. Like, you could be looking to go short from here, but I need a little bit more. Yeah, do it. Now, to be very honest, like, so, okay, fuck the charts. Let's put them here on the side. I'm not interested in ES probably, so I'll put them even further away from me. First thing I would do, so this is how I started 6 years ago. If this still exists, I don't even know. Yeah, it does. Babypips.com. Here we go. General. Here we go. I'm just putting that in Discord. In general chat. You can find the link. Bim bam. Basically, 6 years ago I started here, and don't go new to crypto. Go to new to forex, and literally just press start learning now button. This is a lot. You don't have to go through it all, but what you have to understand: forex brokers, 3 types of analysis, types of charts. This is gonna be like when you come into when you come into driving school, and I think I'm lagging off now. 1 2 1 2. Can you 1 2 1 2? Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Imagine you going into driving school, and then so kindergarten on baby. Here we who tricks. Oh, this is amazing. This is what I had to do to get my job 8 years ago. But start on baby pips. Press the course on what is forex trading. Just go through this. You'll understand how these charts are getting derived. A lot of theoretical parts. So this will explain what is a car. This will explain what kind of cars there are. This will explain very simple retail stuff in terms of what we will try to unlearn afterwards, right? A lot of people go here and a lot of people trade this, so we will gonna do vice versa later on, right? But go through this as much as you can. Skip these zoo patterns. I would say skip this also. Fuck me, sorry. I don't even know what to skip or not, because when I read the topics, a lot of it is just very unnecessary. But let's do it one by one. So, if I would be starting again in 6 years, this is what I would do. I will go to baby pips. You see, I've completed half of the lessons. I was a very good student. I would do the whole preschool. Yes. I would do the whole kindergarten just to understand what is this, how these charts are deriving, and how are they being created, and yada yada, right? These guys, go through it. Skip Japanese candlesticks, please. Yeah, okay. Everything else, okay. Go through it. It will give some insight into what is happening. Chart patterns, go through them. Don't take notes. Just go through this. You won't need this ever again, trust me. But just read, skim through it. Heikin-Ashi, Elliott wave, harmonic, skip this. Don't touch this. If you ever ask me about what this is, I'm not talking to you anymore. Here, please focus a lot. Market environment a lot. Trading breakouts and fakeouts, please focus a lot, because this is exactly what we will try to attack in terms of not trading it, but I want you to know what is a breakout, so we can see that and we can attack it when everybody enters that. Japanese candle smells nice. Listen, I'm gonna show you Japanese candles. Look at my chart. Look how beautiful this is. This is candlesticks. This is Christmas, right? It smells like Christmas. Where is Heikin-Ashi? Look what kind of stuff this is. This is nasty. Like, blah, blah, blah. No, we do candles. Okay? Thank you. But yeah, go through this as well. High school, very important. And undergraduate, you can do that too. And this is important. What is dollar index, using equities to trade FX, and yada yada. Please do, right? And literally, when you're gonna read this, you're gonna know a lot about how everything that we're gonna talk about gets created, right? Why I am going to talk a lot about liquidity pools, retail trading, pattern trading, and a lot of situations where I try to look for entries and all that good stuff, right? And once you know what is happening on baby pips, we can start talking more. We can start with basic information during live streams, and then you're just gonna start digging into ICT content, and all the ICT content is in the educational part of the Discord channel, which I very much hope you're gonna enjoy. But yeah, start with baby pips, go through the ones that I just noted. I am recording this, so I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna put it on Discord again so you can rewatch this. Sending lots of love, right? But start with that, and then we dig in through ICT material, which is, there's nothing better in the market as ICT's material that he made himself, to be fair. And I'm just gonna be here to supervise you and to help you when you get lost. Yeah. Baby Pips is a good choice, actually. Yeah, I didn't think about it, but Baby Pips is what I started with 6 years ago. Yeah. And then what we will do before when you go through baby pips, so I think it's not gonna take more than 2-3 days if you can spend an hour or two per day. So in middle of the next week, maybe a week from now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk with Edgaras probably, because Edgaras just went through everything that you're gonna go through in terms of, I met Edgaras in October, in terms of meeting him, like to start talking with him about trading properly, and he literally had zero idea what is going on here, just like you don't have any idea what is happening. And he went through this, and he's literally trading a funded account just like I am, right? And I remember a few weeks ago there was a live stream on Discord, which was funny because I wasn't able to speak, and I just heard Edgar's taking over and answering every single question that was asked. So, you know, I can promise you guys that in 12 weeks of hard work, you're gonna know everything that I just talked about in the last hour about this chart. I can't promise you that you're gonna be profitable, but you're gonna know everything. You're gonna be able to explain people why the markets move. Well, you're gonna be able to explain people why there's a low of the day on Thursday, just like we had at 10 o'clock. You probably won't know exactly the point where it is, but you're gonna know a range on where that will happen. It's insane. You're gonna be able to predict the future. But yeah, so a little bit on where to start. It is gonna be fun, trust me. I'm still have 6th year into this. I'm still having fun, so it is gonna be a fun ride. Yeah. What is a funded account? Very good question, Tiger. So when I started, that sound like an old man. Fuck that. I'm not. But when I started ages ago, if you didn't have your own capital, you couldn't trade. So, meaning, for example, if you wanted to open up a Nasdaq E-mini futures contract that we're looking at right here, you had to have like 25,000 in your bank account, and you would have to deposit it to a broker to start trading. But when I started my journey, I was playing with like $4,000, and I was risking way too much, considering how much money you have to actually trade futures, right? But anyhow, a funded account is a account that there's certain companies that do challenges in terms of you paying, for example, $50 a month to get access to a 100K account, for which they set a certain amount of rules, and you have to pass those rules to get a live trading account. So very simple example again, right? Let me do this. Where we want to go. So I'm trading. I'm not affiliated to Apex at all, but let's do Apex. So for example, if you want to trade futures, as I said, you need at least like 25K in a trading account. And a funded account allows you to get access to that money with just paying a very small fee. So what do they say? Average compensation, we don't care, we don't care, we don't care. Okay, where can I find more info on this? Get started. Here we go. So a funded account is a challenge for you in terms of you paying for example, $160 a month to get access to 75K, for example, right? And can we get it to stop moving? And then they have certain rules on that, right? So you get access to 250K account, which is a demo account. It's like monopoly money, right? And the goal there is to profit for 15K while risking 6.5K. So what is it like? 3% risk, 6% reward, something like that. And they say that if you pass this, you're gonna get access to a real account of 250K. And you have access to a real account of 250K is just amazing, because you're only, your risk is that $160 a month that you're paying to get access to the challenge. And if you pass the challenge, you get the account, you pay for 1 month, and then you can trade. And if you're able to trade, you can withdraw a reasonable amount of profit. Is, I would say, 2.5-5% a month. This is something that you can work with easily. So imagine making 2 or 5% a month after a little bit of time with a funded account. But yeah, so funded account is a very nice thing that came into the market about 4 years ago, I think, with FTMO. FTMO was one of the first companies that did that. But let me try to focus in a little bit, okay? For the last time. I'm actually kind of looking for a market maker sell model. So liquidity resting below, smart money reversal here, right? I'm just looking for an opportunity for the market to push lower from where it is right now. And if it does, if it goes lower from where it is right now up until 11:10 or so, I'd be more than happy to go along with it and go short also. Good questions, guys, today. Like, I had a lot of fun yesterday, actually. A lot of good questions yesterday, but today feels like even better day. So yeah, when you get the funded account, like, in a way you have to commit right away, because up until the point where you fail, for example, the failure point is 3% of loss, right? If you lose 3%, you fail, so you have to pay for the account. So you have to commit right away, because it costs you money anyhow, whether it is 150 or $50 a month, it costs you money. So you have to commit right away. But after passing it, the commitment is much smaller in terms of with those platforms. You just have to pay one-time fee, and then you're just rolling, So yeah, you have to pay and pay and pay up until the point where you pass the funded account. But once it's passed, it's usually one-time fee, and then you can have access to it forever until you break a rule, basically. Yeah. In my opinion, it's a much bigger commitment to get an account passed than to just have an account that you're taking a profit off. Because to pass an account, you usually have a desire. You have an emotional connection to getting it done, right? Emotional connection usually means that you're gonna overdo it from time to time. meaning that maybe you will open a trade when you shouldn't. Maybe you will risk a little bit more than you should, and yada yada, right? So trying to get it past is usually a lot more difficult than just holding on to it. But there's two sides of the story in a way. Like, I'm really trading this account right here in terms of as if it would be a funded account already. Just holding on to the whole set of rules, not making any mistakes, being very strict with myself. But getting an account passed is like 50-50, to be fair. You can open one big order and you can get it passed, or you can open one big order and lose it, right? So the risk is what? $150. How many times can you risk $150, right? If it's 50-50 risk of passing it or not with one big trade, because the market usually moves one or another direction, you know. But yeah, it depends. But the beautiful part of it is that when you know that you can actually trade, and you know your strategy, you know what you're doing in terms of you sitting in front of the chart every single day, funded account is such a beautiful thing, because you're not risking your own capital. And not risking your own capital, it just allows you to sleep at night, basically. I'm not seeing any entry. We're getting SMTs, right? So but there's no fair value gaps there's with yet. Mm-hmm. I'm dead tired though. Holy. It's been a long day. Sorry about the silence in a way, but I'm just trying to evaluate in terms of what I'm looking at myself. What I'm feeling like is just I won't put any more risk. I didn't put any risk today actually, so I won't put any risk on the account today. So Paolo, do you guys hear me well? Or is the stream off? 1212? Let me know. Yeah. For bearishness to continue, like we don't want to go any lower, any higher than this. Um. But nothing of my interest, to be fair. It's good. Okay, thank you. Dollar pushing to the upside, forex pairs crashing lower, and this is here. Very honestly, like I can get to explaining both a short and a long, a sell and a buy from this position. So I'm literally gonna call it a night for myself. Probably a little bit of a day for you. I very much hope, guys, you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun, good conversations. So thank you for being here. Keep 18174 in mind, and definitely daily liquidity resting below